Hey, what's up everyone? So I had this idea for this video today. So I want to make a video and I want to show you guys some of the things I speak about in the previous video. So I want to show you some tactical gear that you can buy on sites like AliExpress and whatnot. It's actually worth it and it's actually good. And the reason why is because I want to do something a little bit different, right? I don't want to do another how to set up your rifle for home defense video. Like that's boring, nobody wants to see that. I can make the video 30 seconds. You grab a rifle, you put a red dot on it, and then you put a good white light on it, and that's your home set. That's it. It's boring, nobody wants to see that. So here's the video. We're gonna look at some gear that I'm gonna show you that it's actually good and you can use. I'm gonna spoil this video ahead of time a little bit, and you're gonna notice a pattern that a lot of these products are textile-based products, and there's a reason why. And I talk about this in other videos, but when it comes to Chinese manufacturer, they do know how to make textile products. And another factor that is big is that with those manufacturers, you do pay for quality, right? So I'm gonna make a disclaimer. I know a lot of people are gonna ask, but I'm not gonna post links to these products directly. Reason why is because I think that you guys can, do some research and find products that are similar. But also, I definitely don't want to give these Chinese shop owners my free advertisement. They definitely don't need it, and I definitely don't benefit from it, so there's no point. But I want you guys to benefit from it, so just do your own research, find the products you need. Very simple first product. We got this magazine pouch, right? It's obviously kind of a same style of Aztec pouches. It's very simple construction. It's kind of hard to fuck up, right? So you have fabric outside, and then they connect with Velcro on the inside, and then you have this molded plastic retainers, and this is some AOR1 pattern, and this is a piece of real webbing with the same pattern. As you can see, it's similar. It's pretty close, right? You wouldn't be able to tell too much. It's not identical, but nobody really cares. And I ran this on my range belt for a long time, and you can see I mounted on the belt with these Velcro tabs, and it worked out really well. It was super sturdy because you had double retention from the inner belt closing on these, but you also have the outer belt pretty much contacting on this. And I have a loaded 5.56 magazine, and as you can see, the fit is nice, right? The retention's good, and it's pretty good, it'll do. I can shake it loose if I really tried, but even pulling this out, reinserting, it feels good. I don't have any pistol magazines on me at the moment, but as you can see, this is a product. I do recommend it. We got a tactical belt, right? So there is about 4 billion of these on the market. And if you buy from, known brands, you're gonna end up paying a decent amount of money, usually around $100 to $200. So I found this that was around $20, which is insane. And as you can see, it's definitely a pretty obvious rebrand, knockoff, right? But the construction of this, it's actually really, really well done. The fabric itself is super sturdy, and you can see in between the belt itself there is a kind of reinforcement stiffening layer of some sort of plastic that it's sewn together, and then it's a two-piece system. So there is an inner belt and another belt, and the other belt, which is kind of the important part, half MOLLE slots, and these are very, very rigid, slots. The Velcro's good, and I've used this for a while as a range belt, very adjustable. I have a grenade pouch here, but you can see how these half MOLLE slots are super tight, and this, the fabric is nice too. The pattern is nice, multicam pattern. Where it does fall short is the buckle. This is where definitely there was a lot of money savings, but expectedly, it's a decent buckle, right? It'll hold. It's not obviously rated for anything, but most people don't give a shit about that. I certainly don't. So it's decent. This D-ring is obviously kind of a joke, right? You wouldn't really use that except for like hanging gloves and whatnot. But The buckle is not horrible, it's not great, but it's actually functional, right? It engages, it stays. What else do you need? For a fraction of the cost, you really can't beat this. Moving on, I got a different product, and this is a helmet scrim, right? So it's some sort of, you know, ripstop fabric, as you can see by the pattern, that is simply laser cut, and then there is a shock cord running through it. And something like this will easily cost you like $30–40 if you buy from a US based store, right? And it's ridiculous because this was $3 shipped from Asia. And it's insane, right? It's just Ranger green fabric that is laser cut. It really shouldn't cost that much. And I guess to tie into this, I'll bring on my helmet. I made a full video about this, so you guys can see that, it's on my channel. But again, this is another one of those products that was insane value for the money. I'm not gonna go too much into it because I already have a full video, but this is something else that you could look into if you need a bump helmet, right? For night vision use. And you know, scrim, if you wanna add a scrim to it, I'm not gonna put it on, but you know, for you know, for $3, this shouldn't cost $40 to begin with. So that's kind of the point I'm getting at here. I have my chest here, and the one thing I want to focus on is the strap itself, right? I got this harness, and this is a Krydex harness. Now, Krydex is a pretty well-known brand, but there is a reason why. They do make a lot of good quality products at a decent price. This harness is no exception. This is a $20 harness, not just for the top harness, for the full kit, right? So you get back strap. This is a Spiritus back strap, but and for the money, like so I have a Spiritus strap here, right? And this thing alone is $50. It's not cheap, right? But quality-wise, you can see there is some things the Krydex does that I actually like better. Like you have this elastic around the buckles, you know, that's pretty nice. You have kind of different styling of webbing here. And then the stitching also, it's similar, but also the Krydex kind of has decent amount of reinforcements on the buckles. For the money, I needed a strap to match the color of my rig. I wasn't gonna buy another $50 strap, but this works perfectly. Honestly, I ran it. Great strap, recommend it. I'm gonna go on a bit of a tangent here. I can't endorse this yet because I haven't fully tried it, but I have been experimenting with this IR laser. It's kind of cool. I'll throw on a picture. I haven't shot it with an actual gun yet, but this is kind of cool because it was $60, right? It has rechargeable batteries. This is, you know, machined aluminum body. Feels pretty hefty, I'm not gonna lie. And it has some cool function, right? You have IR laser, you have combination of red laser, visible, IR, a light. So, I don't know, this was pretty damn cheap. It was $60. Usually these kind of aiming devices are at least $1,000. So we'll see. I guess I'll try and I will come back to you guys to see if it's actually worth it. But so far it's kind of promising. I was just playing with it outside. We'll see how that goes. Now, I have some other examples to show you. The clothing is another one thing that sometimes you can get some really good products, but this you gotta be more careful about. You just gotta make sure the seller knows what it's doing. The one thing that China does is also, you gotta understand that they make a lot of uniform for a lot of armies around the world. And usually you can distinguish them by the tags they use. I think this is one of them. So this is a tiger stripe, desert tiger stripe set. You know, this yellow tag usually implies that, but I'm not an expert. But anyway, so this is a combat shirt. As you can see, this fabric is pretty nice, it's stretchy. And then the ripstop Cordura fabric itself, the pattern is very nice. This is pretty much on par with the actual Desert Tiger Stripe from Tiger Stripe products. And the material itself is very well made. I'm actually a big fan of the shirt. I use it quite a lot. So this is another thing that will save a lot of money. I mean, this set was like $100, right? So you really can't go wrong with that. And then this, it's a soft shell, and I am a sucker for this pattern, but nobody else would make it. So this is called Advisor Tiger Stripe, Gold Tiger Stripe, Blue Tiger Stripe. It has different names, but it's kind of an interesting pattern that it uses. It's kind of similar to Tiger Stripe, but it has different colors, right? So like the stripes are kind of this navy blue, and then you have this light green and light brown colors. This is by TMC. It's modeled after the PCU Level 5 from Ork Industries or Patagonia. And again, this is super nice. This is soft shell. I'm a huge fan of it. It's kind of like a light windbreaker, slightly water resistant. It's nice for fall weather. I really like this a lot. This is a really well-made jacket. So this was kind of pricey. This was around 150, 100, something like that. Pricey, but I kind of had to pay the premium for the pattern. And TMC is one of those brands that is definitely well-known globally, so they have more of a upcharge compared to other. This is some Russian Partisan jacket that I bought to run at Milsom West. It's very lightweight, right? You can kind of probably see through with the right light, but again, quality-wise, it's not bad. Like, it's lightweight, it's nice. The zipper works well, the pattern looks nice, and this was, I think, $30, right? You gotta be a little lucky, right? You gotta play with sellers, look at reviews, get lucky with sizes. The takeaway from this video is that not everything has to be ungodly expensive. There is ways to save money. You just gotta know where to do it and how to do it. Also, I talk about this all the time. It's important to understand your purpose. Like, what are you buying this gear for? And that's a valid question, right? There are purposes where you shouldn't be buying this gear, and I think that's well understood. But in my opinion, I'd say 80% user cases probably can get by just fine with this kind of gear. So understand your purpose, understand your expectations, and don't be afraid to try out things and try to save some money. I hope this video was kind of different than than what's around. I hope I gave an insight to some new thoughts, food for thoughts. If you found this any helpful, interesting, or educational, feel free to check out my other videos. I got shirts. This is the logo shirts in the Italian camo. I have a link in the description. The last one has been doing really well. I am working on a new design actively. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.